To make a paper napkin wood ornament, you need a holiday paper napkin with a small enough design to fit on your wood circle, a wood circle, a piece of twine or yarn or ribbon. If your ornament already has a hole in it, you can just work with that piece that's there, or you can add a more decorative piece of ribbon if you want. ModgePodge, a paintbrush, a scissor, and a toothpick. That's it. The first thing to do is cut your ribbon or twine out of your ornament if it already had a piece attached, because you want to be able to smoothly place the paper napkin on top. And we'll go right back through this hole. That's what we need the toothpick for, so that you can put your ribbon through the hole later. If you have a wood circle that doesn't have a hole at all, that's perfectly fine. Do the same process that we're going to do here, and then you can just glue a ribbon to the back. The next thing you're going to do is take your paper napkin and find what part of the design you'd like to have on your wood block. So I'm going to take my piece of block here, and I'm going to kind of fold the napkin around to see what piece will fit. And look, the llama's whole face will fit, part of his neck. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut a piece of my paper napkin that's a little bit larger than my wood piece. Now you can play with your design a little bit and make sure it fits nicely on your wood block. My napkin had a lot of this fa la 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 la's on. I didn't want the letters on there because all the words wouldn't fit. Not even a whole lot would just have part of an A or part of an L. So I cut the letters off, and I have this piece now that'll fit on my wood block. It's just a little bit of overhang. Now you can trim off that little bit of overhang if you want, but it really doesn't matter if you leave it. It won't show up. Once you have your paper napkin cut to the right size, you're going to pry apart the layers. Paper napkins are 2-ply or 3-ply. So you're going to carefully pull it apart. So you want the thinner the napkin piece, the better. So you want just 1 ply. You want just the part with the design. You can just throw away the other part. And there you go. And if you find that it's easier to pull apart your napkin while the napkin's whole, you can do that and then just cut through the top layer to make your design. And then you're going to take some ModgePodge and you're going to cover the top of your ornament with a layer. Doesn't have to be too thick, but not too thin either. This will dry. Cover it well. The wood's not treated, so it will soak in fairly quickly. So you want to have your napkin ready. And then you're just going to place it right where you want it. If your piece already has a hole in it, make sure the top of your ornament is facing the hole so you're not hanging your ornament upside down. And then smooth it carefully with your fingers. Till it's all in place. And once you're set and you like where it is, take some more ModgePodge, put that on top. You can put your ModgePodge in a bowl or on a plate if you'd like. I'm just pouring mine on top, but that can be messy, so you might want to take some precautions there. I'm going to cover your whole piece again with more ModgePodge, even to the edges. Okay, you can cover your edge. You can trim the little bit that's sticking off if you want, but make sure you cover across to your edges so that nothing can peel off your ornament once it's dry. And once everything's coated and you're happy with it, you're going to take your toothpick and you're just going to place it right through the hole that was in the ornament. If your ornament had a hole. If it didn't, don't worry about it. You'll just glue your ribbon on later. But if it does, you can poke a toothpick right through so you can use that same hole, or you can just cover it and add ribbon to the back. Either way works fine. And now you have to set this aside and let it dry. Once your ModgePodge is all dry, add your ribbon or your twine back for a hanger if you're making it an ornament. You could use this technique on any size piece of wood with any size napkin. So have fun with it, be creative, use lots of different things. You could even use these as gift tags if you wanted. You could simply write on the back who the gift was for, or you could give them as presents. You could use them in all sorts of ways. Have fun with it and be creative.